Good morning, students. Our topic for today is discovery of electron, study of cathode rays taken from your chapter Structure of Atoms, class 11th, second chapter. Now, before we commence with the topic, if you like the video, please do subscribe, share my video, put your comments, press bell icon to know about my latest videos. Now let us begin with the topic. We start from the word atom. Atom has come from the Greek word atomio. About 400 BC was the time when Greek and Indian people had given the concept of atom, but there was no proof to show what atom was. It was John Dalton in 1808 who gave his Dalton's atomic theory to tell about atom for the first time. Now, atom, according to John Dalton, was an indivisible smallest particle. But later on we found out that atom was further divisible into subatomic particles, namely electron, protons and neutrons, and these particles were called the fundamental particles. Why these particles were called the fundamental particles? Because these particles are present in each and every atom of the universe. Now, how these particles were discovered, we will take one by one. First is discovery of electron. Discharge ray tube is a cylindrical hard glass tube about 50 centimeter in length, which is fitted with two metallic electrodes. The one connected to negative terminal is the cathode, other one is the anode, and the tube is attached with a side tube which is connected to a vacuum pump, and a gas is filled in the discharge ray tube. Now the two electrodes are connected to a source of high voltage, and a gas is also filled in the discharge ray tube. Initially, at normal pressure, the gas was found to be a non-conductor of electricity even at a very high voltage of 5000 to 10,000 volts. But when using the vacuum pump, the pressure was decreased slowly. The gas started conducting electricity. At a pressure of about 10 raised to power minus 2 atmosphere, not only the gas starts conducting, but light is emitted from the gas. The nature of the light emitted depends upon the nature of the gas filled in the discharge ray tube. As we further decrease the pressure of the discharge ray tube, we find that the light emitted, the glow of the light fades down slowly till at a pressure of 10 raised to power minus atmosphere, there is no light visible, but a faint glow is observed on the anode side of the discharge ray tube. Now this glow is seen because some rays, some invisible rays are emitted seemingly from the cathode towards the anode. These rays, as they seem to be coming from the cathode, are called cathode rays. These rays, when they strike the hard glass of the discharge ray tube, they emit a green light, and this process of emission of light when cathode rays strike the material of the discharge ray tube is called fluorescence. So at about 10 raised to power minus 4 atmosphere, cathode rays are seen to be visible. Now properties of cathode rays. Nature of cathode rays, properties of cathode rays. First is cathode rays travel in straight line. When rays travel in straight line, any object that is placed in their path casts a shadow. The same shadow was obtained when metal object was placed in the path of cathode rays, proved that cathode rays travel in straight line. Then second property, these cathode rays are not visible. Their presence can be felt by the process of fluorescence. That is, when they are traveling from cathode to anode, they are not visible, but when they strike the hard glass, they cause fluorescence, and thus it is known that cathode rays were formed. Third property is cathode rays produce mechanical effect. When a light paddle wheel made of mica is placed in the path of cathode rays, it starts rotating, proving that it has mechanical effects. Then next property, if you place the cathode ray tube in an electric field or in a magnetic field, the cathode ray particles get deflected to one side. For example, in electric field, it gets deflected to the positively charged plate, showing that they are made up of negatively charged particles. Similarly, when they are placed in a magnetic field, they are deflected towards the north, showing that they are made up of negatively charged particles. Next property is cathode rays produce heating effect. When cathode rays are made incident upon a metal, the metal gets heated up, showing that cathode rays produce heating effect. Then when cathode rays strike hard metals like tungsten, copper, molybdenum, invisible rays are produced, which are X-rays. Then cathode rays can penetrate also, like thin foil of aluminium metal. They can penetrate. However, if the aluminum metal gets thick enough, then the penetration is not possible. Then cathode rays can also ionize the gas through which they pass. Then cathode rays affect a photographic plate. When cathode rays fall on a photographic plate, it gets affected. This process is called fogging. Then when cathode rays strike a zinc sulfide screen, a faint green colored glow is observed. This process is called fluorescence. So these are the properties of cathode rays.